Hey everyone, so this video is going to be a little unique compared to what else I've put out there. Like the other videos, this is going to be unscripted. I'm just going to hit record, which I already have done, and whatever comes out, gets published, right? What's unique about this one is I typically highlight products, services, that sort of thing, which is like a first look video or an extended look video looking at like the technical side of things. What's unique about this one is this video is going to highlight uh, one of the InfluenceWP partners, and it's the it's like it's caused me to create another category, if you will, of video, and I can't it totally skipped my mind, but a member spotlight situation, right? So maybe it's just about highlighting the good that somebody's doing or the services that they offer and things like that, but there's not necessarily a specific product or service to dive into, right? It's just more of like a high level look at a partner, and this partner is like the perfect one to kick this off with because of the story I'm going to tell you here in a second. Okay. All of these videos that I do for InfluenceWP are not about me at all. It's about the partners, and it's about the consumers that are being put in front of the partners, right? Creating that trusted relationship. But this one is, if all of these videos are definitely not about me, then this one is 10x not about me, right? So with that in mind, taking myself off the screen as fast as I could, I just wanted to say hello and give a quick introduction of what this is going to be about. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to highlight this partner. We'll look at his website, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story, which, it gave me all the warm and fuzzies because of this is what this is all about, right? What I'm about to show you. Okay. Okay. So Influence WP, just quickly, it is a passion project. It's not a revenue generator. It's about giving back to WordPress. It's about putting partners, like I said, in front of consumers, and consumers in front of partners, creating a trusted relationship between everybody, trying to solve some problems like with deals and stuff like that, putting legitimate exclusive deals in front of people so they can trust that they are getting unbiased information, no affiliate situation, just trusted deals, right? Okay, so with that spiel out of the way, Jason Boyd, who signed up, I have on my other screen an email pulled up, my email chain with Jason pulled up, because I want to tell like the little bit of a story here, and it's what gave me all the warm and fuzzies that I alluded to. But the other day, an order came through for a partner membership. With Influence WP, I always push free memberships, right? So if you have a product or a service that you want to provide a discount to the Influence WP community, then it's a free lifetime membership. Okay, doesn't renew each year, and you have to pay the next year. It's just free lifetime, right? In some cases, I've had people, which is in the case of Jason here, people just sign up and we don't even talk. They're just following along with what's going on with Influence WP, whether it's the website itself or social media or the podcasts that I've been on, things like that, or newsletters. In this case, shout out to WP Weekly. The vendor is doing amazing stuff over there. Jason found me through the newsletter, WP Weekly, in this case. Signed up as a paid partner. We never spoke, just believed in the vision and the mission of what it's trying to accomplish. And yeah, so I'm going to, on my other screen, I have the email chain. So I'm going to pull that up and read through it very briefly. So I'm not going to drag this on, but I also want to point up here, when you scroll down the homepage of Influence WP, you'll see some things that I've captured over the past months, where people talk about, I have a product, I have a service, but I'm not good at marketing. And that's kind of what I captured here in these different quotes from, some well-known people in the industry, the WordPress ecosystem, if you will, right? So it talks about, getting in front of people and how you can get your name out there. There's a lot of products and services, even though I've been in WordPress for quite some time. There's products I've never heard of. It happens all the time. Like, people reach out. I'm like, oh, I've never even heard about your product before. Now imagine the consumers have literally no idea about your stuff, right? So that's part of what we're doing here. Okay, so moving on down, I'm going to bring Jason up here. So he's one of the featured experts because he, it's as you sign up as an expert and get your listing on there, you'll be published on the homepage like Jason is. So let's go ahead and click into this. I'm going to read real quick through the emails. Like I said, he came in, signed up for a paid membership. It's very inexpensive, but it's the thought that counts here. It's the belief in what's going on with no questions asked. Take my money, right? Even if it's not that much money, it's the idea. Okay. So it came in, and the email came in, the order came in, and I was just kind of dumbfounded in this case because, and he isn't the only one. There's been a handful of people that have done this. I'm not going to mention them in this video because this is Jason's video here. But I was just kind of like, what do I do? How do I help this person? Right. Yeah, they have a website and they have services and products. I don't have access to any of that stuff, which is 1,000% fine. But it's like, how can I get the word out there? But I think it was important to tell the story here. I reached out to Jason. I had like, how can I help you? Like, what can I do for you? Right. So I told him, you can list yourself, which he has done. And then I said, at a minimum, I can announce the partnership in all the places with links and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and publish this video once it's wrapped up here. But moving on, Jason responds, he says, I love the idea about InfluenceWP. It was immediately sold and signed up. Then goes on to talk about how he points out in lots of places that he is an autistic freelance developer. Okay. He mentions that over and over again, and how it is a bonus for what it is that he does and the services that he provides, and how it adds a competitive advantage. So I just think that is really an awesome thing to point out. He also talks about, he confirms those things I showed you, those quotes from those leaders, those well-known people in the WordPress ecosystem, about how you have a product or a service and you're just not good with marketing. So, that's part of what's going on here with Jason is, helping with that. So moving on, I told him I would create a walkthrough video, which is what we're doing here, and, announce the partnership and that sort of thing. And just told him, straight up, anything I could ever do for you, let's have that conversation. My door is always open. Just here to help, right? It's what this thing is all about. And the guy really gave me like the warm and fuzzies. Not gonna lie, I was just really made me feel good and made me like want to push forward with what I'm doing here. So I just wanted you to tell that story. There's such a human aspect to what InfluenceWP is all about. It's not just a community where you have, where it's like professionals are talking with professionals, or people are, trying to sell to people, and it's like it becomes an echo chamber. This is really about connecting the partners and the consumers. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and look at what Jason has said here. So refers to himself as the WordPress guy, autistic WordPress specialist with 20 years experience. And then he goes on and he talks about how he's been in business for 2 decades and how his autism, he considers that one of his greatest strengths, as he talks about here as a developer. He has a different perspective on things because of his autism. And he goes on and talks about that here in these bullet points. The ability to focus intensely on complex technical challenges, natural talent for logical thinking and systematic problem solving, and so on and so forth. And one of the things that really resonated with me is when he talks about you'll always get the unvarnished truth from me, no sugarcoating, just clear, honest insights. That is exactly how I approach my client work. Sometimes they don't always like what I have to say, but that's because we're hoping for something warm and fuzzy that's fake, fake information just to make them feel better about their choices they're making, when in fact they are making the wrong choices. And it is our job to tell them that, and when it's appropriate. Okay, so that really hit home with me when I read that, because that's my exact style, and I totally understand what he's talking about. But you can see all of the services here, and we're going to go to his website. That was the primary next step here. So let's open that up, and he's got a link here where you can book a meeting with him. So Jason, let's just jump over to services really quick so we know what we're talking about. Content planning, WordPress consultancy, WordPress development, WordPress SEO, WordPress performance optimization, and WordPress maintenance and support. So those are his services. Okay, so let's go back to his homepage. You can see all of the companies that he has worked with. There are some well-known names in there. Goes into his some of his things like 20 years experience, like I said, quality focused, professional standards. He's a former W3C invited expert. So he's got the credentials, he's got the experience. If you're looking for the services that he is offering, you've got some testimonial there. Let's see. So let's just say, pretend we want some WordPress development. We go in here, gives a brief description of the service. We go into the service. I haven't seen any of this stuff. I just, I looked at his homepage and read some brief stuff, but this is the first time I've dove into these pages. But really nice outline of what it is that he does. Makes it easy to get in touch, easy to arrange a call. We're down here in the footer, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So he is just highly accessible, which is a great thing. Email, phone number, even all the socials down there. List of services again, privacies. He's got a mailing list that I will jump on myself as soon as we're done with this video. Let's go to the About Me page. I always like to see if there's an About Me page, if you've seen any of my videos. And here you go. Puts himself out there, photo, all of the ways to reach him, a little bit of background about himself. He's from West Lothian. Again, talks about his autism and why he sees that as a bonus rather than a hindrance. He has free 30-minute discovery calls. That is a really nice touch. We went over the services. Let's go over to his pricing. So you don't see this all of the time. I do this actually in my businesses. I list my pricing. But sometimes people will just say, hey, call me and we'll talk about it. So this is nice. He's just right out there in front with his pricing. If you are into wanting a maintenance plan, he goes on and talks about what's included in those maintenance plans. And then let's go to the contact me. Again, it makes it super easy to get in touch with him. And he is out there. So let's see. That is Scotland. Okay. So I was wondering where Lithuania is. I think it was. Let's go back here. West Lothian, Scotland. So that is just really cool. It's really cool to be able to meet, I'm doing that in air quotes, meet people from all over the world, which is one of the bonuses of doing InfluenceWP. All right, guys. That is Jason. Jason Boyd. Again, if you want someone who has been around for 20 years, has 20 years of experience, is focused on quality, has the services that Jason listed, highly professional standards, puts himself out there in more ways than one, as you've seen. Easy to get a hold of. If that's the type of professional that you're looking to work with, then I think it's a pretty no-brainer decision to reach out to Jason. Take advantage of that free 30-minute call just to get to know him, talk to him, see how he can help you. I'm confident that he can. And yeah, that is Jason Boyd. And thank you, Jason, for your support and believing in InfluenceWP and pushing me to set up this new category, member spotlight. So thanks again, Jason, and everybody else. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.